Hey, Richard Jones coming to you here from my office at St. James United Methodist Church. This video is part of our Advent devotional series. We've got an Advent devotional book. It looks like this. You can pick one of these up at church if you'd like to pick one up. It's got a page, it's got a reading, it's got some things to think about, to pray about, to read about for each day during Advent. And what I'm going to do during these short videos is just talk to you about the devotional for that day. Not necessarily read the whole thing to you, sometimes I might, but just to maybe give some comments or some thoughts, and that way you can then enter in the comments below your thoughts about that day's devotional. Now, you'll probably see me wearing the same clothes in several of them, so don't think, oh, I've seen that when he's wearing the maroon shirt, because I'll probably film 2, 3, or 4 of these, maybe a whole week at a time. So don't let that fool you. Pay attention to the date in the headline, and it'll make sure you're on the right day. So we kick off today, Sunday, November 27th, the beginning of Advent. And we start in our devotional book, we start with a poem. This poem is written by, by Reverend Sarah Speed. She's one of the contributors to a group called A Sanctified Art, and they've put together a lot of the resources we're using this year for Advent. And our theme today in the first Sunday of Advent is there's room for every story. Our excuse me. Our overall theme is from generation to generation, talking about how the story's been passed on through many people and through many generations. And so this first Sunday of Advent, our theme is there's room for every story, including yours. Listen to the poem. I asked God, what about my fingernail biting habit, or the way I leave all the cabinets open in the kitchen? What about the way I can be dramatic, drumming up a fight only to hand out apologies like souvenirs? What about the way I second guess myself, let shame drive, or stay quiet when I have something to say? What about the way I chase accomplishments like a dog with a bone? What about the doubt or the fact that I'm terrible at prayer and cannot help but yawn during church? What about? My baggage might be too big for the van. But then, God called me by my first and middle name, which always means business, and said, who told you that you were too much? Sugar, there is so much room for you here. So that's when I grabbed a seat and we hit the road. I knew right then that the rumors were true. There is room. There is room. There is room. And wherever you are, whatever you're carrying, there's room for you and your story in our Advent journey. Today's the Sunday of hope. And the way we see hope this year is we see hope telling us there's room for us. We're included. I'll talk to you next time.